Violet flame activation, 5-5 could be significant. And twin flame, everything is possible. Someone is finally starting to surrender to the connection. The love was always there, but somebody or either both of you had this belief like this was just going to be too hard. It was going to take too much to make this happen in the 3D. And somebody is finally starting to see, they're using their third eye and see that, okay, yes, it's going to require me to change. Yes, it's going to require me to surrender some things, to think some things differently, to really be a different person. However, I can do it. And there's no one I want to be with more than I want to be with my twin. Then you got 8-8, path of least resistance, choose ease and grace. This is divine alignment, divine timing, total surrender. Saying, I know what I see. Violet flame activation, that is your third eye. That is your psychic abilities. That is you tapping in to the universal knowledge from spirit saying, reunion is coming. Trust, surrender. Don't try to control. Don't try to squeeze. Don't try to grab. I have all of this planned out for you. All you have to do is trust me. Go with the path of least resistance. And what is that path? It's not detaching. It's not going numb. And when I say detaching, I mean giving up. It's not giving up. It's not going numb. It's not saying I don't want this anymore and walking away. It's detaching in the sense of I let go of the how. I let go of the when. I even let go of the if. And I trust divine timing. I'm focusing on being in alignment. Then you have 9-9, high priest, personal empowerment. This has empowered the divine masculine to rise to his highest self. Yes, this has shifted his spiritual awakening. This is so powerful. You don't even realize how you choosing to surrender has been such a gift to your divine masculine because it's taken the pressure off divine feminine to be perfect, to do this thing in a certain amount of time or you're going to walk away. It's taken off that pressure that was igniting those old core wounds of abandonment and neglect and rejection. 10-10, divine creativity, receiving cosmic intelligence. This is destiny. Really, it's ordained. God told you this, and you are God. God is not outside of you. Mystical messages following the signs. And now that you don't need to see the numbers, now you see them everywhere. Now that you don't need a sign that reunion is happening, you feel it in your bones. And that's how this works. When you let go, that's when spirit can come in and shift things that you never would have been able to shift. You talking and arguing and begging and pleading with your twin to be more consistent or to show you that they love you or to confess and validate your feelings, and none of that stuff would have ever gotten them to change in the way you truly needed them to change. But when you let go of that, now spirit is like, now let me show you what I can do when you release control. Let me show you what I can do with karmic situations, with finances, with kids and exes and all type of shit that you thought was standing in your way. Let me show you how I can move everything. I can move mountains for you. Show me the recent past. The Knight of Swords and the Devil in the recent past. Somebody was blocked from moving forward because they were in fear. And they also had ties, some type of like karmic ties, I'm hearing. They were blocked from moving forward in the recent past because of these obligations, these challenges that they had that they just felt too afraid to face at the time. Show me the present. Oh, baby, do you see this collective? I love the fact that I shuffle on camera so you can see. Do you see this for the present? The Emperor in the upright. No, it doesn't mean all your challenges are gone. It doesn't even mean that this devil energy from the past is quote unquote gone. It means this divine masculine has transcended, baby. This is coming into a place of power, and power begins internally first. You may not be able to see these changes on the outside just yet, but just know inside, he is coming into his emperor energy. I can, I will, I do. I do because I am. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Tell me more about the present. You have the Tower in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this is coming out of a dark night of the soul. This is coming out of that initial confusion and chaos when that tower first hits and crumbles everything in its path. If this was a karmic relationship that the devil energy is representing here, that they were in some type of third party relationship, when that tower first hit, they didn't know what to think. They didn't know if they really could blow up their entire life to be with you. They didn't know if they had the strength and the power to change everything that needed to change in order to bring you into their life. The Seven of Cups was in full effect. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. But now that they have stepped into their emperor power, now that they realize they have the final say in their life, they are the deciding factor in their life. Nobody else has power over them, even when it looks that way. Now that they stepped into that, baby, this tower is in reverse and the Seven of Cups is in reverse because now they see that tower hitting as a blessing. I feel so good because this emperor feels so good. Now they see you coming into their life and the tower that followed because of your presence in their life as a blessing because it woke them up to this devil energy that had been controlling them and manipulating them for so long, that had been holding them back with this Knight of Swords in reverse. And the Seven of Cups is in reverse because now they're not confused anymore, baby. They know exactly what they want to do. They know exactly where they want to go. The strength in the upright. I can, I will, I do. And I just keep hearing that for some reason. I do because I am. They used to do because they felt like they weren't. They used to do, people please, distract themselves. You know, they had this duty over love, self-sacrificial type of energy for so long because they didn't feel worthy to actually lay claim to what they wanted, to actually live a life that was in alignment to what they truly wanted. They were living out other people's dreams and expectations of them. Now that they have come into their own power, they're like, hell no. I choose alignment over everything else. If this doesn't align with my soul, then it's got to go. And what was the first to go? That motherfucking devil energy. Bitch, you got to get up out of here. And I may not be able to get you completely out of my life within a day or two or a week or two, but you better believe I have the strength now. I know who I am now. And bitch, you gonna go. You cannot run my life any longer. This is so beautiful. And we haven't even really gotten into the cups yet. We haven't even really gotten into their in love feelings and things for you yet, collective, because this has been such a major transformation in their own personal life. Spirit had to do such reconstruction in their individual life. This is the type of man you want. This is the type of man you wait for. A man that knows, Two of Swords in reverse, a man that has made his decision, that is completely balanced, stabilized in what the fuck he wants to do. When he says, I love you, when he says, I'm coming for you, this is somebody you can trust because they're not wavering anymore. They're not deciding anymore. No, they know, baby. Show me the blockages here, Spirit. You got the High Priestess coming out in the upright as the blockage. Can you guys see that? I'm just going to put it up here. This to me is just saying they have to continue to trust their self. They have to continue to trust their intuition. They have to continue walking by faith and not letting their ego sucker them back into a place of fear and doubt, trying to make things make sense in the 3D. They have to continue to surrender control to the divine and say, I may not be able to see where I'm going, but I walk by faith. Anything else for a blockage? Okay, you got the star coming out in reverse. So there's still some guidance that they're seeking over the world, how to close out all karmic situations, not just close them out in their mind or in their heart. They've already pulled their heart back. They've already pulled their energy back from those third party situations. But how do I actually close this thing out in real time, God? How do I divorce if I don't have any money? How can I move if I don't have another place? You know, how can I do this, this, or that if I need a job or I need a better job, or the logistics of everything? And then you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They said, I'm tired of waiting. I'm getting impatient. I'm ready to go now, God. I've done the heavy lifting. I've done the emotional work. Now I'm ready to go. Why is this person still in my energy? Why is this person still around me? And God is like, just be patient. I got you, divine masculine. You did what needed to be done. Now it's a matter of time. Now you just have to continue trusting, continue surrendering. Everything is right on track. Everything is happening for you in the perfect timing. Continue to guard your energy. Continue to listen to your intuition over your ego mind. Continue to realize where you need to keep on healing. Keep on reaching deeper and deeper levels of freedom so that you're not directed by your wounds anymore. So that you're not hearing and seeing your divine feminine through your wounds anymore, but you're communicating with her through love. Just keep on going. I got you. I know it's taken some time, but I'm bringing you and your divine feminine together in the perfect timing with the perfect set of circumstances. And perfect does not mean no challenges. Perfect means everything is in alignment. It doesn't mean you don't have any challenges. It doesn't mean that everything looks quote unquote perfect from the outside in. It means that you are in alignment with your highest self. Your divine masculine is in alignment with his highest self. You guys are working and walking together. You both are vibrating at the frequency of divine union. Oh, this is so beautiful. Show me the near future, spirit. You got the Lovers. You see how it wanted to kind of come out crossing? In the near future, a choice still has to be made because this devil energy will try to come back and continue to be a thorn in either your or this divine masculine side. And remember, the deepest meaning of the Lovers is choosing yourself. I know we kind of all look at it as a twin flame card, or at the very least, a relationship type of love card. But in its deepest meaning, it's ruled by Gemini, the twins, duality. This is you choosing yourself. So in the near future, I'm gonna turn this upright. Spirit says turn that upright. In the near future, your masculine and you both will have additional tests in which you must choose yourself to move forward. And look at what's at the bottom of the deck, the Two of Cups. Because it's always, Spirit says, it's always been in choosing yourself that you choose this love relationship. A twin flame connection cannot sustain people pleasing and codependency and being ruled by your shadow because you're unconscious to it. You'll never come into union with your twin that way. A karmic, sure. Maybe even a soulmate, but you can never sustain a twin flame relationship in those energies. You must always choose yourself and what is in alignment with your authentic self, aka your soul. And in doing that, you make room for your love connection with your twin. You got the King of Wands here. This is that power again from your divine masculine. And I see the Five of Pentacles in the upright. And the Nine of Wands comes next. Yes. This is not being held back anymore. The Nine of Wands is in reverse. Not being held back anymore for fear of poverty, for fear of lack. This Five of Pentacles being in the upright tells me there may be financial challenges ahead in the future for this King of Wands, but it's not going to strip him. It's not going to be an obstacle to his destiny. Matter of fact, it may be the doorway to his destiny. That's what I hear Spirit saying. There may be additional monetary challenges that they must walk through, but they're not going to be stuck by those challenges anymore. See, this devil energy was trying to hold them back, and their finances was one of the main ways that devil energy tried to keep them stuck, making them feel like they're not enough and they don't have enough. You can't leave me. Where you gonna go? What you gonna do? But in the future, the Nine of Wands is in reverse. They're not stuck by this anymore. They're like, okay, I'm gonna take this shit on the chin. I'm gonna keep on working. I'm gonna keep on trusting. I'm gonna keep on having faith that God is going to deliver me one way or a motherfucking another, because I have the power. I have the strength. You have the Page of Wands in reverse. It's not going to be an impulsive decision. They may even feel a little held back in the near future. They may even feel like they're not able to go at the pace that they want to go, especially to get to this Nine of Pentacles from the Five of Pentacles. There's still 4 to go, right, in between there. So they're saving up their money. They're being strategic. 4 of Wands, baby. I don't even need any more cards because that says it all. That is reunion energy. One, on the surface level, they're moving. They're going to get out of this devil energy. They're going to get this person completely out of their inner circle, their living situation. They're not going to have to keep coming home to this person being there. But deeper than surface level, this is reunion. Reuniting with you. This is on their mind all day, every day, all the time. This is what they want. This is what they dream of. And that happens. That actually is probably one of the keys to them reaching financial independence, because your finances and your love life are linked. They're intertwined. How you feel about yourself is going to reflect in every single area of your life. Harmony. Too many fish suffocate. Too many contacts drain your vibe. This devil energy was draining them. They're coming to a place now where they're actually going to be able to get away from that energy. Balance and enjoyment. Yes, and they can't wait. That's the truth with the magnifying glass. Truth, revelation, and awareness. Hidden truths are about to be magnified. Prepare to face them. They're going to see that this devil energy actually represented something within their own subconscious, if they haven't already made this conclusion. And when they heal that wound, when they face that narcissistic feminine energy that they probably got from their mother, the abuse, the mental and emotional abuse from their mother or father, being abandoned, all the weight of the world being put on their shoulders from a young child, having to hold shit down, having to be the man of the home, having to sacrifice over and over and over again for an energy that was never grateful, that never repaid them in love, but only in entitlement. That's what this karmic represented for them. It was a replica of what they had gone through as a child. Someone who is entitled, who is narcissistic, who is clingy, needy, greedy, who's an energy vampire, a leech that only wants to sustain themselves off of your energy. When they face that with this magnifying glass, when they really see that for what it is and they release that parent, when they acknowledge the wounds, they acknowledge the little boy or little girl inside of them, and they allow themselves to feel that soul crushing feeling of abandonment and rejection, of abuse by someone that was supposed to love me, of neglect by someone who was supposed to be there for me. They got put in a position they never should have been in way too soon. The person who rightfully should have been dealing with that abandoned ship and left them as a child to walk in the shoes of a grown man. That's why they have an issue with sacrificing themselves, because that's all they ever knew. And that's what this karmic kept showing them as well. Sacrifice yourself. Sacrifice yourself. This is what a real man would do. You're not a real man if you do this. A real man would be there for his family. A real man wouldn't leave his wife. A real man, a real man, a real man. Constantly echoing those same wounds from their past. Oh, it's not about what I want. I got to be there for mama. Or I got to be there for my sisters and brothers. Or, whatever the situation was. I can't even focus on what I want, what I need, because I have to be the man or woman. I have to pick up the pieces. It all falls on my shoulders. See, God knew exactly what he was doing, putting them with this karmic, because this karmic unknowingly was healing them, showing them exactly where these wounds are so that they could be healed, so that they could be healed and come right to their divine feminine, who also has undergone her own healing, wounds of abandonment and rejection, being put in adult situations from a child, having to find her own way, having no guide, no mentor, no friend, no big brother or big sister to come and help, only people who wanted to use and abuse her over and over and over again. The karmics in her life also mirrored those wounds to her, and God used them as well to clear all this ancestral baggage, to close these karmic cycles, so that when this divine feminine and divine masculine come together in divine union, look at the bottom of the deck, it will be joy, it will be successful, it will be victorious, because they'll no longer be relating to each other out of their wounds. They'll be relating to each other out of unconditional love, first for oneself and then for the other person. This is so beautiful, and this is coming for you, collective. Don't you dare give up now. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what they're saying. I don't care what they call you, a homewrecker, obsessed, crazy, a liar, delusional. You let them say whatever they want. I'll be the villain in your story, bitch. I don't give a fuck. My eye is on the prize, and my prize is my reward of divine love. It's signed, sealed, and delivered.